Well, Kelvin, first of all, just to explain the glorious setting, we're here for the club golf day.
Yeah, no, it's normally quite a good day in the calendar. We were here last year, and we're at Staverton Park, and they really look after us. And we've got I think 120 golfers or something. It might not be the right number, but a lot of people from the business community and fans here, and all the players are here, so we're excited.
In the final week of the League One season, of course, how would you sum up the 2016-17 season?
It's been an interesting one, I'd say. Ups and downs. Probably, if you'd have said to us at the start of the year, staying up, would you take that? You probably would, but with a hint of we want to be doing a bit better than what we've done overall. I think it's been almost a season of two halves, with Rob coming in and starting so well, but then struggling a bit, and as a club we didn't get the results we wanted to, and then making the change and really bringing Justin in, and Justin's job was to keep us up. It was a singular focus really at that point. I think after sitting there at Bristol Rovers and having decided to make the change, it was the position was to stay up, and I think Justin's done a good job of that. Results in the last few weeks, he's brought it up, and we all appreciate it have not been good enough, but I think there's a lot of factors with that, but I'm pleased to say that he did his job in ensuring we're playing League One football, and that was the important thing.
Safety secured, of course. Still one game to go, and that game took on extra significance with Tuesday's result.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really kept it alive, and you don't really want. It's tough because you've got relationships in all the clubs, and it's hard to see clubs go down and be relegated, and I'm just happy that we're not going into Sunday with that sort of nervousness. I'll be honest with you, as a chairman, there's been quite a few sleepless nights in terms of relegation and being worried about it, and our position, and the amount of times you end up looking at that league table, you almost know it off by heart. But it's nice that we're not in that position, and going into Sunday's game as a bit of a celebration of surviving and giving ourselves the opportunity to kick on next year.
We can talk more about this in the weeks to come, but off the field this season, plenty of progress. Attendances up, season tickets up, the family area, the community work.
Oh yeah, no, we're very, very pleased with the stuff off the pitch is going really well, and positive days like this, even the sun's come out on a cold April's day to shine on us, but we're those are the things, the building blocks and the important things, and some of that stuff is stuff that people don't always see, and the East Stand, which we'll talk about a bit more over the next few weeks as well. But again, it's some of this tremendous amount of progress. It doesn't look like it because nothing's been built, and we accept that, but a lot of progress has been made on some of the complications, and we've just got to now make sure that we hang in there and keep that going and start building.
The season ends on Sunday, of course, and fair to say a busy and important summer to come.
Yeah, I think I've been really impressed with Justin and his knowledge of players, and his quite direct approach in what he wants and who he wants, and getting his group together, and that's important. And we've started a lot of that work, and hopefully we'll be able to make some announcements over the next few weeks on that, and then really build it into the summer. And we've got a good pre-season planned based around trying to get the team ready. We've got a trip to Spain for the team, in which we're going to invite fans out to a game. We've got a game out there, so I think more details will come out about that over the next couple of days. I've been talking to the travel club and the trust about potentially doing something where fans can come out and have a barbecue out there, so that could be quite interesting and fun, and it's part of getting the team ready for the League One campaign.
Do you expect League One next season to be a high quality league? There's some big teams coming up, some big teams potentially coming down, and some big teams staying put.
Well, it'll be interesting. It's always interesting to see who doesn't come up and does drop down. The reality is budgets are always up and down, and you don't know what clubs are going to spend and what clubs aren't going to spend, and I think it was good to see Chris achieve his promotion with Sheffield United, but there's going to be some big clubs coming down to replace Sheffield United or Bolton or Fleetwood. So we don't know exactly what happens. So we're just we're a type of club that will just take what comes at us, and then we have to build on what we can do, and we have to a team together within our budget, and that's what we'll do. And then we'll take, we're kind of like, we'll take all comers and we'll give it a go.
Just finally, Kelvin, last summer began obviously with the management team moving on. Do you think the club are actually better placed to begin this summer with a settled management team and the experience of a year in League One?
I think obviously Chris's departure didn't help our planning, and it changed a lot of dynamics in the group. I think you see that a little bit with some of the other teams coming down that may have equipped themselves. Obviously, a couple of them, Bristol Rovers, maybe Oxford, and bigger budgets, but Wimbledon maybe at a better, a more consistent season, as it were, and I think. I think it did have an impact on us in terms of possibly Rob's opinion on some of the players and etc. So I think we'll have a bit more consistency this year with Justin been here and achieved some success in the sense of with his job of staying up. He achieved that, and so now it's a case of working together and working hard and trying to get the right players in, and I do think it will have a bit more of a consistent approach to it rather than last year when it was all a bit new and fresh.